Welcome, everybody, to the episode 3 of Hot Rod Blues. I'm Shawn Brereton. We got Mike Abbott.
Yo.
Javier.
How's it going?
Augustine. Opening up the Red Bull already. And Shawn Young.
Hey, y'all.
Did you bring enough for the class?
That's right.
You're talking to you, Javier.
You can have some of that.
All right. We need 2 straws.
No, we got 2 straws. Well, seeing as how y'all eat spaghetti together, you can.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Well, fellas, what's been going on since the last time we had Snowmageddon this morning?
Yeah.
So it was.
It's snowing in Memphis, by the way. So if you guys are, from out of town, this is what winter looks like in Memphis, where we get, like a half inch.
It looks like
half
four
inch
dudes,
and everybody.
4 dudes hunkering down in the studio.
Half inch and everybody freaks out. Right?
Did you get the bread and milk, Shawn? Is that?
It's the time for milk sandwiches. Is that the deal?
Yes.
I don't think they have any of that anymore.
If you're listening in Finland, and I know you are, one guy.
Sorry, one
this
guy
is
in
what we
Finland.
do here. We get all the bread and milk off the shelves, so that when our fridge goes out of power, we have to stick it in the snow.
That's it.
So we have a guy from India that was, it's been listening to the podcast. That's kind of neat.
Thank you, Pashtu, for tuning in.
Finland guy, we need to know your name.
Yeah,
Indian
please.
guy.
And also,
we need
how
to know
do you
your
sound?
name.
How do you sound? I don't.
Right.
Wait, there was
there
was another one from France, right?
Yeah, we had a guy
Yes.
from
Yeah.
France. And,
We are worldwide, boys.
absolutely.
We certainly are.
Nice.
So as far as car stuff, we had a big day on the Mercury yesterday. So if you guys have been looking at the Facebook page, we threw up a bunch of pictures last night of a lot of the work that we had done on the Mercury that we've been talking about. So
It's pretty much just me working and everybody else watching.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
that's it. It's it. Yeah.
That chop wouldn't have been possible without Burrington.
without a doubt, man.
Documenting everything.
He has saved our bacon.
You know what? I was watching all the videos last night. I conveniently got cut out of everything. Even when Shawn was like, "Yeah, this door looks great." Nah, I did the other side, but some other guy, he was tan, was helping me earlier this morning.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But yeah, with a lot of progress being made, man. Another couple of sessions on it, and it'll be ready to throw some primer on it and hit the road. Maybe some glass.
Little paint,
So,
little primer, yes, indeedy.
So I drove it to Mike's shop yesterday, and it's just hilarious. I live maybe just a couple of miles, but on the way up there, I don't have a windshield in the car. And that's what I was telling everybody. It's like riding inside of a hood scoop.
Yeah.
It's gnarly, man. 30, 40 miles an hour in a car with no windshield is just unbearable. So, but yeah.
Eyes watering.
Oh, yeah, I look like I'd been crying. Looks like I left a funeral, and came over to Mike's, man.
You need goggles, man.
Yeah, you would think.
Are those happy tissues or sad tissues?
How come Javier always kicks into the Mexican?
No, that was Hawaiian, bro.
Oh, my bad.
Hawaii,
Wow.
where you at the party,
Way
bro?
to stereotype Javier.
Right?
Expand your
well.
cultural horizons.
Like a leprechaun.
Mexican leprechaun.
Yeah.
You get Thailand for last week.
Yes.
What's a Mexican leprechaun sound like?
I want to see what he looks like.
Give me all your gold.
Always out for my Lucky Charms.
Yeah,
Holmes.
they're after my Lucky Charms. That's it.
Great. Good Lord. All right. Mike, what have you been working on this week?
Too much, man. We took a late model 2500 4-wheel drive truck.
That's outside of your wheelhouse.
Well, it is, but we took like a 70s C10 and put it on the late model chassis. So we chopped 28.5 inches out of the chassis. It was a crew cab late model truck, and then of course we had to rework all of the mounts, shorten the chassis down, get the body to where it mounted up to it, nice and straight.
Oh, so you can build a car in a week.
No.
You can edit it to look like you have.
No. We literally took an old rusted C10 body and made it bolt to a chassis. That's what we did.
Nice. Yeah, I was going to say after yesterday working on the Mercury, you can see how it just, you can't build a car in a week.
Man, especially chopping a car, man. It is so much little things.
There's so many little cuts.
Oh my gosh,
nuance cuts.
that and the bracing, and that's what's kind of shocking. You see the skin of the car, and you kind of have an idea. That's the shape, but the bracing that holds the B pillars and the C pillars, and literally everything that gives that body, strength and rigidity, you got to put back in place.
Yeah.
And that's man, it's just time consuming.
That's the part that nobody ever sees. Like
Yeah.
they see the skin, and they're like, "Oh, the chop's done." Like, we still got, we still got 20 hours of making the structure back strong. People, they don't realize. I get a lot of people that call me for chops. They're like, "How much to chop?" I'm like, everything I do is hourly. It's X amount of hours. On average, a chop takes 80 hours. It just depends on the details, what kind of car it is, yada yada yada. They're like, 80 hours, $65 an hour. Well, it's too much money.
I can do math on my phone.
Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it yourself then.
Right. I'm like,
it's funny.
There's a lot of work in this. You don't understand.
The irony behind that is the exact origin story. This isn't a Marvel movie, by the way. Please don't sue. That how Mike and I actually originally started talking. When I piqued interest in sheet metal and doing a chop because I was trying to cheap out. I had done the math on someone else's iPhone because I don't have an iPhone. I saw how much it was going to cost, and it was like the average was like $5,000 to $7,000. I was like, if it can be built, it can be unbuilt and built again. And I started this thing in my driveway on my 51 shoebox, and and Mike, you correct me because we haven't really. The lines are good.
The lines are pretty good.
For a homegrown chop.
Yeah.
I taught myself, but the problem that I ran into is body swapped also,
right?
Which is another problem. And
Yeah.
I was like, this guy really knows what he's doing, and I think I'm gonna befriend him. And it's been a 4-year process of earning your trust, and I'm trying to get that chop
It's
finished.
still going.
It's funny. We touched on this last night, and I was like, you know what? I'm starting to think that people aren't friends with me because of my award-winning personality. It's because of
It's your skill set. We want your skills, son.
That's right.
I love that you wear 3-piece suits to
I
church.
feel cheap.
Yeah.
Actually, at a
Yeah.
yoga church,
What?
I just woke up and was like,
You sleep like that.
I was like,
Mike's wearing a 3-piece gangster suit.
Like
he looks like he
gangster
looks like he just walked out the
pinstripe.
set.
you know, I
Pinstripe
put out
suit.
my typical Dickies.
Please take a picture of that and put it on the
t-shirts.
Oh,
website.
I have pictures.
You know, I printed out my typical. I put out my typical wardrobe for going to work, and I went outside to smoke a cigarette, and I was like, man, it is cold out here. I was like, I really need to wear my overcoat. And I was like, I can't wear an overcoat without a 3-piece suit.
So you wore a suit just so you could wear a particular.
You know, I was
Coat.
afraid.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
exactly
afraid
right.
when we hit 300 listeners, he was going to turn into a diva.
and there we are.
This
I knew
man
I
showing
knew I
up
could
in
get it.
Armani already.
I was worried about me getting made fun of for showing up late wearing sunglasses.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Javi comes walking in with the sunglasses on.
1 minute left to go on the
Yeah.
clock.
Yeah. Time to start.
You
Where
guys
is he?
ready? I hope you're prepared. Ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, that's what we've been doing in the shop is a little chopping, a little chassis swapping. Oh, that rhymed.
Nice. Yeah. See?
Chopping, chassis
You messed it up with a
swapping.
rhymed it at the
Rhymed
end.
it. Screwed it all up.
If it hadn't
Screwed
rhymed
all
it.
up.
If it
would've
hadn't
been all right.
rhymed it, hey, that's poetic license. You could say whatever you want.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
every
right.
every single time you can say that.
Yes. I just Eminem that thing. I just mess up the words so it rhymes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I did. I shot 4 cars at Art and Speed, and I shot another 2 cars for another guy who's selling C8R, the new C8, but they have a limited edition.
Oh, yeah, like
They have a
higher
limited-
performance race edition.
Yeah, it's. I think it's just a trim package, really. You know,
Really?
but it looks
no
like.
performance mods to that thing?
I don't think there's anything.
Not sure.
Not sure. There maybe suspension wise, but
Right.
I think it's like a Z51.
I think you
or
just you
Z51,
just outlined what my online dating profile would be. I'm just a trim package, just all the really expensive parts. I look good from about 20 feet. You can't afford me.
But no performance
No
involved
performance.
at all.
no performance.
You will not be
Nice.
taking me home. Thank you.
Nice, but it's cool because they made two different colors. They matched the C8R race car.
Right.
You know, so it's a silver or the yellow.
Yeah.
This one was silver. It was really cool. And then he was also thanks for the cough. Yeah. He is also selling a R8. Audi R8
Okay.
manual.
Yeah.
So
there we go.
they quit making the manuals.
Yeah.
So,
Really?
man, it sounded
Yeah,
so good.
did they come with factory carbon fiber, or was it an add-on?
Parts of it.
I remember
but-
that center panel that went down. That's carbon fiber, real dried carbon fiber.
Right. And then, but there were on this particular one. There's been some pieces added as well. So it looks
What color is
really
it?
good.
I love that.
White.
Yeah.
White. Yeah. I'm not a big white fan usually, but it looks good on that car.
He already hates your Mercury, Shawn.
He already hates it's going to be white.
Oh, wait a minute.
The current dash in
white.
it's white.
Yes,
You know,
it
the
is.
Mercuries their car, white looks good on a Merc.
Yeah.
It really does.
You ever seen the Bow Huff
Yes.
4-door Merc that's white?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, my God. That car is so sick.
Yeah.
4-door Mercury chopped, super out there custom, but it's done so well. Like when you look at it, you don't know it's a 4-door. And then when the back doors open up, Suicide, you're like, that just made it way cooler than a 2-door.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's cool.
if you haven't checked out the Bow Huff Mercury that he chopped up, it is just
We'll
unreal.
have to find a picture of that and put it on the.
The grill in it is
Yeah.
a 53 Ford truck grill, but they add teeth, so it looks like a DeSoto grill. I'm talking on steroids. I mean, it is a Gold's Gym grill in that thing. It's serious. I love that car.
So speaking of high-end Mercs, let's talk about the Hirohata
Hirohata.
Merc.
I was on my phone looking it up. You got it.
One-
Shawn owns a Mercury. He gets that.
Yeah, so my stock went up big time yesterday. If
He's gonna
his
spread
was
that
worth,
out.
yeah, if his was worth what 1.95 million,
Yeah.
I'm at least at $1 million, don't
Right?
you think?
You think so?
Well,
Oh, yeah,
I mean, you got to
yeah.
think about the talent that worked on that.
Oh, the legends! It's
Right,
the
yeah.
whole Legends crew.
That's,
we
that's
might
exactly
actually-
what I was thinking of.
I was
That's
thinking
why
we
that
might-
thing can't be over like $9,000.
I was thinking we might have to owe somebody who
Yeah.
get that. We are gonna fix that. We'll give you. That's $20. The blinker's broke.
You know, Sam Bears, Schmam Bears. You know, that's what I'm saying. Who is Sam Bears?
Sham Bears. You're going to
That's his Twitter
mispronounce his
name.
name.
Schmam, wham bam, schmam bears. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. You know, Sam Barris, we talked about this a little bit last night. You know, that is a guy that really did not get the credit and the light that he was deserved. That guy was epic. I mean, his work was unreal.
Yeah, you guys were saying pretty much he was the brains.
Well, I mean,
Whereas
I don't
George,
really,
George was a little bit more of the marketing guy,
showman,
whatever. Yeah, the showman.
as far as you can tell. I don't really know the guys just from outside looking in. But it really appears that Sam was the talent, as far as actually doing the work. And I say that, and George was a very talented guy, just in a different aspect. He was more of a salesman, showman, and I love reading all those old stories about him sticking Bears custom stickers on every car. Like, even if they didn't do it, he would put their stickers on it. Just to get
he
the
was the
name out
Jackie
there.
Moon.
He would
He was like the
literally
Jackie
put it on
Moon of that.
everything.
That's funny.
I read that story one time and was like, wow, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Great.
How do you
Everything's
build a
gonna have
name?
a Steel Rose sticker on it now.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. Well, I think I've got an auto enthusiast network sticker on the Mercury
You do.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's one on Scrappy too, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
there
there
is.
is.
There is. There is.
Wow.
Somebody tried to vandalize it, but I X'd that out.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh yeah, I remember that. We were all signing it, and then
Yeah.
Absolutely.
it was right
And
next
then,
to my signature.
and then a phallic symbol came up next to it.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when's the
I didn't
last
do
time-
that.
I know.
I was going to ask Shawn Brereton when's the last time he looked at his license plate.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's courtesy of Mike Abbott too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Permanent marker won't come off. Thanks.
You act like I just carry a Sharpie around with me everywhere.
You do.
That's actually a work of art. Honestly, you framed that. It's probably going to be worth
It's worth
something.
something. After this podcast, get a little bit collectible.
Yeah.
You can always sell your license plate.
When the Mike Abbott Mercury goes for $3.2 million in 2020, they're going to be looking for
that'll
that.
be long after I'm dead.
Well, yeah, that's how the price of things works.
That's right. You have to be dead in order for it to go for
I want to
good
fake
money.
if I ever make it like that, I'm going to fake my own death. Come back after all my stuff's worth a lot.
Just like Jim Morrison.
Just like Jim Morrison.
He
Yeah.
faked his death, man.
Like Tupac?
No. That guy died.
No, I saw
guy
the
died.
Vegas report on that.
Yeah,
He was
that
shot
guy
up pretty
died.
nasty.
Jim Morrison, on the other
Suge
hand,
Knight, on the other hand.
absolutely faked his death.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, you ever hear the song and he says Mr. Mojo Rising
Yeah,
or something to that effect, and he chants that name or whatever. So the legend goes that the day that he was pronounced dead, there was a lot of weird stuff around his funeral. It was closed casket, blah blah blah. The day that he was pronounced dead, a plane ticket booked leaving there was booked in the name of Mr. Mojo Rising and left.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I went to his grave when I was in Paris.
Oh, yeah?
It
No,
was
you
crazy.
didn't.
Yes, I
No,
did.
you didn't.
Yes, I
It's
did.
not even a grave if he's not there.
Yeah, it's a hole in the ground with his tombstone
That's
on
right.
it. you
I
know?
went to his memorial where he doesn't perform.
It's a
anymore.
grave. He just might not be in it.
Yeah, but kind of a neat thing though, man.
I've been to Jim Belushi's.
They're the
That guy
same,
definitely-
exact same. Yeah,
Yeah,
I see,
he
I see
faked
the
his-
parallels.
Yeah.
Well,
He faked his
I
death,
was just
too.
thinking of famous dead people that I saw.
They're
named Jim?
Gravesite. Yeah.
You guys know any
I
other
thought you
famous
were
Jims?
serious for a second. I was like, how is Jim Belushi and Jim Morrison the exact same grave?
They really loved each other, and it's how they wanted it.
But cool fact about the place in Paris, the cemetery, is a lot of famous people are in that one. Was it Oscar Wilde is in it, and a lot of famous French painters. But really cool. You walk in and there are legit crows flying around, so it's kind of
Really?
cool. So
As
yeah,
opposed to the real seedy ones we have over here.
yeah, I mean big giant black birds.
Really?
Yeah, super cool. And when you walk in, you get directions, and the guy tells you, where's Jim Morrison's grave? He says, okay, go down here, take a right, and listen for singing. And,
Really?
And
People are out there singing.
and getting hammered.
Oh, I thought
right
you meant
there
the
on his
crows
grave.
were singing.
Yeah. This is just like Song of the South.
Yeah. Go back to drinking, Javi.
That is crazy. So it doesn't matter.
Oh, my Lord.
Yes.
Nice.
So it doesn't matter what time of day you go. There's always people there getting hammered singing at Jim Morrison's grave.
I don't know about the time, but I think the cemetery is only open during a certain time
Right.
of day.
So
But-
all day.
Yeah.
There's people there.
Yeah, and the guy just said it like it was
Just
a matter of
hippies
fact.
with guitars,
yeah.
patchouli,
Drum circles.
I didn't get the
Drum
patchoulis.
circles.
No
no
drums.
shoes.
said
Kicking
circles.
hacky
I was like,
sack.
wait a minute.
They all had hacky sacks
They
and
all
those
had
sticks.
hacky sacks and the juggling sticks.
Val Kilmer
It was
is
just
in
like
character
Overton.
walking around.
It's just like Overton Park, I promise. It was the same thing.
That was Overton Park in the 90s. It's not that way anymore. Now it's pet parents.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Nice.
But yeah, super neat, man. Super neat. So, Jim Morrison parallel, his GT500. You guys know the story behind Jim Morrison's GT500?
I didn't know
That
he
it
had
just
one.
got parked at
He
an
just walked away
airport
from it.
and
Yeah.
walked away from
Was
it.
it the airport where he
Ford-
bought the ticket from?
I think so.
Oh,
No, this was the airport leaving. The one, I guess, was probably L.A. This is where he was living.
Yeah.
So Jim Morrison had a GT500 that was given to him by Ford that disappeared into thin air when he left and went to Paris. And it's never to be seen again. So you imagine what the value of that bad boy would be.
How do you find out the VIN number?
There is. There's
Really?
a lot of your Mustang guys are really into that thing, but there is a awesome video on YouTube of him driving that car.
Really?
And it's basically him just hanging out doing dumb crap in
In
it.
1995.
Yeah, it was weird.
Weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
In Tijuana.
I
Yeah.
think
With a receding hairline. He looked like hell in it, by the way.
With
You know,
Elvis.
with Elvis. Yeah.
I think him and Elvis were actually making a road trip down to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Because that's where they live.
But this is I guess outside of LA because it looks kind of like a desert. But he's buying gas and smoking while he's pumping gas into the Mustang.
Tijuana.
It's
It was
awesome,
Tijuana.
dude.
I can
Yeah.
tell by the activity it was Tijuana. It was
My kind of guy.
Nice.
But yeah, cool video though. If you're into that kind of thing and the whole mystique of Jim Morrison, which it's always interested me. I'm not a big Doors guy by any stretch.
I
but-
actually am.
Oh really?
That was
Okay.
one of the first records I owned on vinyl.
Wow.
That and Steve Miller. Oddly
Oh,
enough.
Steve Miller band.
That was one of my dad's bands. So
Yeah.
Steve Miller.
yeah, we
Yeah.
grew up with some Steve Miller.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I
Hey,
love
me and
Jim
Shawn
Morrison.
figured out yesterday that we went to
Yeah.
our first concert. Both of our first concerts were the same concert.
Was
Yeah.
it Cyndi Lauper?
It was. It was.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun?
No, actually, we saw Rush. At
New
the
Kids on the
Mid-South-
Block.
the Mid-South Coliseum, and it was the Signals tour, which was the album right after Moving Pictures. So if you're a Rush guy, you're into it. And at that time, I was in high school band and learning to play the drums, and I was just ate up with Neil Peart. And man, it was a great show. But yeah, Shawn and I our first shows were together in the same room.
Did you hold hands the whole time?
We just didn't know it.
Yeah, we didn't know each other.
Know
you
each
know?
other.
But it's just kind of awkward, you know.
Yeah.
Well, holding a strange dude's hand the whole night.
Yeah, weird. Some strange kid. So yeah, it was odd.
This is all new for me too. Listen to that drum line.
It was the 80s. People were experimenting.
Yeah, you know, it was before AIDS. We weren't really afraid of anything.
Around
back
the same
then.
time.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Cavalier.
Magic Johnson. No, I'm
No, I'm not. Nope. Next.
I go there.
Next.
Magic Johnson bought his way out of AIDS.
He wasn't the only one. I told you I wasn't going to get in. Now I'm.
Now we're there.
There's a seedy
epic. He's still
underbelly.
alive.
Yeah, and doing well, man.
He's still alive. He looks great.
He doesn't have AIDS.
He doesn't have AIDS
He
anymore?
faked his own
No.
life. It's
He
the
faked
opposite of a
AIDS?
Morrison.
He's like the only person, I guess, who was ever completely cured from
No.
AIDS, I think.
He's
No.
cured? Are you sure
He's not
about
the
that?
only one. All right. There's not a medical K-hole. And don't ask me why I know all this.
Sorry, we need the EMT.
No. Whoa.
Whoa, do not call him an EMT.
Oh, my bad.
I learned that personally.
From me.
That's
Did I
like
tell
calling
that? No.
you a wedding photographer.
Worse.
You cannot
Nope.
do that.
I heard you have a
Really?
Polaroid.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
cool?
like calling me a mechanic.
Ooh.
There's nothing wrong with it except everything.
That's like calling Shawn Young straight. You can't do it.
And that's like saying that secret love you had at the Rush concert never happened. There's a marked difference between the two, and the only thing is it's a couple years of school and a few $1,000s on your check.
So what are you?
Paramedic. Well,
Okay.
so it's all
so
coming
it's-
out now. It's all right. Yeah.
Well, I
I'm a
don't- I don't-
firefighter, paramedic.
I'm-
I'm
well,
sorry,
that's true.
Mama. I told him I wouldn't tell.
Why is it a big secret?
It's not. It's not now. It can't be.
At least 300 people know.
Yeah.
No.
4 on the YouTube.
Sorry.
Oh yeah. We've got. I think we're like at 80 something on YouTube.
Really?
I
Yeah.
wildly overestimated that. I was
Yeah.
300 more of you need to sign up, so I'm not a liar.
Well, so I guess we should say, we just started a Facebook page and a YouTube page as well. So if you guys are not subscribed, please subscribe to those.
What did it say? Smash that subscribe button.
Smash the subscribe.
Smash it.
button.
Smash it?
Smash
Is that the term that
that's
kids
the
are
term.
using
That's
these days?
it. Yeah.
You gotta
Smash the
smash
button.
it?
Or just
Smash the like
click on
button.
it.
And
Can
hit the
you just press it?
notification button.
Yeah.
Can you press it? Is
Sure.
that-
You
that's
can.
the thing?
You can. if
Click
you want
click
to.
on it.
It's just not as
If you're
cool.
if you're a boomer,
It's not
just
as
click
cool.
on it.
Click.
Boomer. That's what Sean does. He clicks on things.
He gently caresses.
But here's the thing: is
subscribe
if you're
button.
using the term smash,
That's a different thing.
do they
from-
still use the term not as cool, or do they use the term lit?
What?
I'm just wondering.
I have no idea what you're saying right
I don't
now.
either.
No,
What
I have
is-
teenage
We're
kids.
officially old. He just said
We've
3
lost
words, and we were
touch.
like, "What?
Huh? What?
We've lost touch.
Is he speaking
You know, I
French?
don't speak that. Language.
Right.
Lit.
What you've
It's
never
lit.
heard that?
I've heard, it's
Yeah.
lit or whatever.
I mean,
but,
you're
like,
the internet guy. You've never
You're our
heard
tech
that?
guy.
What does that have to do with anything?
That's got everything to do with everything.
Wait, who said smash the button? That was you, wasn't it?
No, that
Sean
was
Young
Sean
did.
Young.
Smash. Yeah. Smash the like button.
Mm.
So speaking
Yeah.
of lit, I like the Memphis term crunk.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, that is crunk.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Do they still use that?
I don't know.
All right, I'm
still
going to
do.
dive down the list. Here's my theory on
kinda
that
die
because
off.
I had this same thing going on in my head when it started happening, just like a lot of things that happen in Memphis. How did this happen? And where do we go from here? all the pertinent questions, but that's what I love. Again, tying in last week into this city, we have our own language like every city does, but ours is way cooler than yours.
That's right, Mayne.
Thanks for tuning in, but we're better.
Yeah. Yeah.
The crunk. Okay. My theory on that is when it happened, here we use our own language. If you go to crank your car or it's turned on, it's crunked up.
Yeah.
I done crunked up the car, man.
Right.
That's how that's
So it's going. It's on.
going. It's on. This is my theory.
That
Nobody
makes
has
sense.
confirmed that.
That makes perfect sense.
I'm so crunk right now. That is,
Yeah.
you're turned up.
Right.
You're on. You're ready to go.
You're ready to roll.
To be fair, that's an antiquated term.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard it in a long
I don't know what the
Yeah.
replacement was because I quickly got out of the game. Right after that. I am crunked off. We do stupid things here with language. It's fun, but yeah.
The term Mayne. I love that.
I
term.
hate that.
Man, it's been
I
here
love that.
my whole life.
I hate that
since a
term.
childhood.
I love it.
I
passed
have
a
more
business.
problems. I have more problems with Air Buddy.
Everybody.
No, it's
Everybody.
first of all,
That
it's
doesn't really
first of all, it's
bother me.
buddy.
I passed a business, and I guess this will be a shameless plug. I don't even remember where it was, but it was somewhere, probably
Memphis.
in a part of Memphis I had no business being in, for whatever various reasons. But I passed it, and it was something, and it said mane and tail.
Yes.
That's a shampoo.
yes.
Right,
There was a shampoo
right.
dealer.
Right. So I was positive that it was a horse place, but the people that I was with was like, no, that is
No,
that
you,
is a
you
barber
were right.
shop.
They were spelling it
Oh,
different.
barbershop.
It was a horse
right,
place.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's what I thought, but they're like, that's not how you spell. It was Maine.
M-A-Y.
not-
M-A-N-E.
M-A-N-E.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how
yeah, yeah.
that's how
That's
Maine
how-
is
that's how it's
spelled.
there. Look it up. I guarantee you, it's a barber
Well,
shop.
we have the technology. We can
You
do that
got a
right
pocket
now. I have
computer.
a pocket computer.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, like during the last election, and this is a Memphis thing, because I remember seeing billboards that say, "Get out and vote, Maine."
Yes,
You know?
yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
that's
Oh
Memphis.
no!
man. Grit and
So
grind.
yeah, gun crime is a big thing. Memphis is such a beautiful city.
That's
I
not
want
true.
to.
Go
I
again.
want to.
Let's
I want
talk
to
about
preface
gun
it.
crime.
No, preface this with that. We have billboards here that plead with the public not to use guns as they commit their crimes. We don't have a problem with you beating each other. It's when you produce a weapon.
That's right.
And
It's odd. I've never seen those billboards in
man,
Collierville.
no,
In
no,
Collierville.
no.
What are you doing in Collierville?
Come into your house.
Trying to break in your house, man. No, and it's a don't do it, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Wha-" But it's code switching, and it's trying to appeal to an audience to get a message across. And
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that. But Memphis is good for entertainment in that way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, hey, all right. Switching subjects.
cars.
Yeah, back to cars.
Right.
I'll plug one thing. SEMA, the Battle of the Builders, is going to be on Discovery Channel, I
Yeah, I
believe,
seen you
Thursday.
You share that.
Yeah.
They must have lost my invite.
I know. Well, you got to build a car for it.
I wasn't invited.
You have to
Yeah,
build.
I can't believe
you
it.
have to build a car first.
Do you build the car? Do you build the car
Like-
first?
You have to have a car that runs.
Like beginning to end, not just the
Yes.
metalwork?
Yeah, not
Oh,
just
Do
the
you,
yeah,
metal.
do you
not
build the
interested
car
in that.
first and then hope that you? I mean, is it
Yeah.
a pay fee or you get
No.
invited based on your skill set?
No, so you can enter your car. Like if it's a SEMA car, if it's a SEMA build that you have in one of the booths at SEMA,
I gotcha.
Right.
then you can enter it into the Battle of the Builders competition, and then they vote, or they go around and
Is it
judge.
kind of like
They
the Riddler?
judge
It's
and
kind
then
of like the
they cut
Riddler
it down.
when they do the Riddler.
Yeah.
Is
The
it-
Riddler's
that's,
serious.
I mean, no, that's super serious. I
that's
saw
a big deal.
Yeah.
I saw the show on that.
Yeah, I mean the Riddler is
That's a whole nother
That's the
level
highest,
deal.
Yeah.
considered arguably the highest tier of
custom
car
Absolutely.
manufacturing.
Yeah.
pieces of art.
that, and then of course Grand National Roadster Show with the
Right.
America's Most Beautiful Roadster.
Yeah.
Those are probably the two.
Yeah, those are the
big,
two.
big boys.
If I would have to say anything, would be the top. You win
Yeah.
the Riddler.
yeah, you win the
That is
Riddler,
a big deal.
especially if
You win it multiple times, like
Yeah,
Chip Foose.
yeah,
Yeah,
you are
that's-
on the.
He's the Tom Brady of car building.
The question is
I don't
though,
know what
who does
Football reference.
Okay,
Yeah.
not the Brady Bunch reference.
different
He's
Tom
the
Brady.
Marsha Brady
It's
of
a
car
lovely-
building.
And then that actor's personal life. I was like, was that a cut at Chip Foose? Sorry, Chip. No, I'm not sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect you.
Who does his metal work? That's what I want to know.
Who? Foose?
Chip Foose. Foose does a lot of it for the camera.
No, Chip does not do metal work.
I've seen him
his
tinker around.
guys do. Like
He's got a
at
shop.
his
Right,
shop.
but
You wanna know
who
that guy
are
that
his
does that?
guys.
Yeah, I don't know who.
That's what I
want
want
to
to
the work.
And like Rad Rides by Troy.
Right.
Who's his metal guys? They're epic.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the metal work's so good.
Yeah. Rad Rides.
And the same thing with Chip, like that 36. You seen that 36? All handmade 36.
Oh, wow.
Unreal. Metalwork's beautiful on that car. Who's the metal guy?
Yeah.
Or guys?
Yeah.
It might be
Or
more
girl.
than one.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
How many
It's
hours?
2022.
How many hours would it take to build a body?
Well, here's the thing: is that 36? I think if I remember correctly, it's something like 5 or 6 years building that car.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you that from beginning till end, whoever was the coach worker on that thing was working on that body.
Wow.
Like, I guarantee it. I mean, there's a catastrophic amount of hours.
You know, it's like Steve Mole. Steve Mole, he builds cars.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen the one that Poteet has down there, but God, it's just, man, it's amazing. You know, I mean, it looks kind of like a 32
right
or something, but it's all hand built
right
all the way. And
I
just,
love that.
It's amazing. I mean, you know, when I was out at Troy Ladd's place in L.A.,
yeah.
they, you know,
we're getting back into L.A.
Dude, I know, but man, some of the stuff that they
don't have to pull it back.
Are putting out, you know, at Hollywood Hot Rods.
Yeah. Oh my God, that one. What was the car?
Lincoln Merc. Oh man, yeah.
He showed
I know what
it
you're
in
talking about.
raw metal first.
Yeah.
At the Grand National Roadster show.
Packard? Was it Packard?
Maybe it was a Packard. I feel like
The
you're
one
right.
with the cool grill that turns the grill.
Who did the metal work on that car?
It was his guy.
Why are the metal guys always like unknown?
Okay, I see where this is going.
Because, yeah.
Well, I mean, like seriously,
He's like, hey,
well, I mean, I promote metal work.
Yeah.
You know, but why are the epic metal guys at these places? Like everybody knows the names of the places or the front man, but nobody ever knows. I wonder if they sign like a no compete or.
Well, Mike, what did you do before you got your shop? Like,
I did metal work.
You were just the guy in the back, but
I was just the guy in the back.
That is
we
exactly.
knew the name of the shop that you were at, but
didn't know the
didn't
metal
never
work.
know the guy in the back.
Yeah.
You used to be the guy in the back, but you are the front man for your own metalwork. Right?
Well, now, but I mean,
although
seems like
I did hear the name Tattoo Mike a lot, and I didn't know who the hell he was.
That was
there was a couple of those.
Yeah.
Running
A couple
around.
of tattoo mics?
No, there was only one.
Well, that's
I mean,
okay. That's
Mike
one
apparently is a Highlander.
There can be only one.
He just gets around a lot.
Oh God! I worked in all the shops.
You know, though, since I've been hanging around you guys, like I figured out that you guys like name people funny.
Based on
like
their...
you got Plumber Mike and you got Tattoo Mike.
What's funny about that?
What else?
There's two Shawns here.
I don't know.
You don't want to know
I
what we call you.
Well, we all know what the other Shawn is. Yeah,
Kingfish.
Right.
Kingfish.
Right.
Shawn.
There's Awesome Shawn.
And then that thing we call you.
All right, well, thanks for stopping by, everybody.
Let's wrap this thing
150-year-old Shawn was taken. So.
Oh my God!
Wow.
It's real wordy. We got to cut that down.
So Javier,
Yes.
what have you been doing this week?
Yeah, what have you been doing?
Yeah,
Did
you
you stopped in for like 5 minutes yesterday?
It was 2
when we were
hours with my
working.
son,
was 2
which
hours
was
with this
really
kid.
heartfelt. You know, he's home
Yeah.
from school, and I said, "What do you want to do?" And he told me something completely opposite.
And you said, "No,
I
we're
said,
going
"We're
down
still
the
going to
bikes."
go do this."
We're gonna go work on the Mercury.
I know we haven't spent much time on your break, but we're going to go do some. Now, he was really cool. Growing up, he wasn't really into cars. Like, I tried and tried. And if he's listening, I love you anyway, son. But you either have the aptitude, and I hope maybe he develops it later. But I didn't overdo it. Like, I never wanted to be a pushy father.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No, I mean, thank you.
You'll push away. Yeah.
No, I mean,
sure.
I understood that from just seeing other kids growing up that their parents were always like, "No, you're going to be a soccer player. You're going to be a hockey player," and every day. And the second they got any freedom, they went loose the other way.
Mm-hmm.
So when he didn't have the aptitude or the interest, I just was like, okay, that's Dad's thing, and if he wants to, he can. And yesterday he was like, "Yeah, man, I'll go with you." And I was like, "Cool, we're gonna go eat sushi, and then we're gonna go do something with this cool Mercury." And he hung in there.
Do you have fun?
Yeah, man, he told me he had fun. I mean, he's probably a really good liar, but no.
I gave him
But-
my welding helmet so he could watch you weld. I thought that was
It was
that
it was
was
a
cool.
moment.
Yeah,
I felt like
for
that was
sure.
a pretty good moment. I actually have his very first weld that he ever did, and it's as good as any weld I do now.
You know, it's too bad that we didn't have a photographer present to capture that moment.
Well, the
you had
thing
with your
is,
son.
like I said earlier,
The
there was
photographer-
one there, and that poignant father-son moment
Yeah.
was completely cut out.
it was cut out. Wow.
I wasn't even mentioned.
Wow. That's rough.
But yeah, that not was saying that. So that was yesterday. Earlier in the week, our buddy Gene and I went to. We wound up in Missouri, Cape Girardeau. We sold a wood kit for the 30 coupe that he's building that we're doing the chop on. We don't need the wood kit. So surprising to me that we sold this thing for what we sold it for. It wasn't just a complete, I just can't believe somebody pays that much for wood. But it's
So
that,
if you have another one, Javier, let me know. Because
Another
I've
car
got
or the wood
No,
kit?
wood kit.
I
Because
posted it. I didn't know you needed,
no,
you needed one.
but I don't need it.
He
But
wants to make templates.
I've got a router table,
Oh, man.
and I would love to.
It sat in Gene's garage for a year.
I know.
Almost.
That's fine. Another one will come up. But
I
yeah.
took pictures. You want to?
I can't. That doesn't give me
do any
there.
good.
I know. I wish I had known, man.
That's okay.
So Gene and I went, and I'll talk seriously about where we wound up. The gentleman we were going to meet, this is how stand-up guys we are. The gentleman we were going to meet, his Ford broke down. It was a diesel. Had nothing to do with how cool Fords are.
Right.
So shut your dirty mouth. But but his Ford broke down on the way in Cape Girardeau. He was going to meet us in Dyersburg, and he called. He's like, I don't know what you're going to do. I said, you know what, Gene, do you mind? I mean, let's get the deal done. We'll drive another hour and a half.
Right.
Our final destination, what we actually intended to do on Thursday, was to go back to Sandburg, Reelfoot Lake, and go to Bob Johnson's place, which we had been to early December, to get some really rare parts. And I got a couple Y-block intakes, and I'll talk more
Thanks
about
for
that
the
later.
invite, by the way. Like,
I
wanted to go too.
that would have been a really
He
nice.
did get
He
invited.
invited me.
I
Yeah.
invited
Did
him.
work.
Oh,
You didn't get one?
no,
Oh, I got
I don't
one.
know. Thanks.
Well, now you're left out, Shawn. That's your new nickname. But so serious note, Sandburg, Reelfoot was hit by a Category 3 or 4
Yeah.
tornado.
The one that went through Kentucky.
Well, yeah, before it hit Kentucky, obviously, the way geography works, it hit them first, and it was horrific, as all tornadoes really are. But I have not seen destruction like that in a while, and it kind of slips your mind because you just nobody in that immediate community was killed that I know of, but his hot rod shop. It's a hot rod shop, and I've got pictures and video of what it looked like before. He had some really rare cars in there. Completely destroyed the shop.
Wow.
And
Jeez.
there was a one of 58, like what year was it? It was a Fairlane Hearst edition.
Wow.
Sustained a lot of damage, and
Man,
but Gene and I made it up there, and we got some parts for the Legend build coming up. And
dig that.
I got a really cool distributor and a couple other parts for the Y block I'm building.
Super cool.
That's what I did on Thursday. Got a little breathy with it, sorry. So
Yeah, no, that's okay.
and I found out Shawn needed that wood kit that I sold.
Yeah, that you sold for
Right.
nothing? Yeah. No, it's okay. That's okay. I don't even own a 3031 coupe. So
You
I-
will,
I-
one
yeah,
day.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah, I wish I have a router too. Never even dawned on me that I could counterfeit parts and sell them.
dupe them all.
They wouldn't be counterfeit. They would be legit.
Legit.
They would be.
Yeah.
But that's okay. There'll be another one.
Shawn, what you been doing this week?
Man, I really, my day job has kept me kind of busy, so I haven't done any car stuff other than the Mercury stuff yesterday. So I've had a little, and I really missed out because the weather was so good this week here in Memphis. So I should have been under the truck.
I mean, pimping ain't easy.
Pimping ain't easy, man. The transmission's in the truck, so I've got that part worked out. So it does fit in there. So I don't know. We'll see. I want to take some time off here in the next few months and really get that thing back on the road. I'm ready to drive.
Yeah.
I'm
ready to see it.
Yeah, I bought a truck to drive while that one was down, and I was going to have it for a couple of months, and that was 2 years ago. So
Was it just 2 years? I thought it was like 6.
No, it's 2. It's right at 2. I did it right when COVID started.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, my
It's
F1.
such a benchmark for everybody now.
Yeah, for sure.
I stopped doing
BC.
drugs when COVID started.
You know,
BC
you know
before
something
COVID.
that we kind of touched on last night that it never dawned on me until now. You always hear about the race riots in the 90s or whatever, and and we were all alive during that. But I don't think it wasn't as widespread as all the rioting that happened in the country. So now we have a story for our great grandkids that we can tell people about rioting. Yeah, we lived through the riots.
Yeah, I think we have plenty of stories to tell our grandkids. Like
That
so
one time
many-
at the Gold
Yeah,
Club.
right. Yeah,
That's
right.
a great
Yeah.
one.
We're not supposed to tell those.
I want to hear it.
You were there. He's just blacked out drunk. He couldn't remember.
Oh. Must have just hit it big on a podcast.
All right. My house was owned by somebody in that industry.
Yeah.
Did you sign a non-disclosure or what?
He probably don't want to bring that one up
I
for
was gonna
mass.
say, he's passed on now, but yeah,
Yeah. His
all right.
constituents.
He was part owner of Platinum Plus.
Okay.
The Purple Church.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we could talk about that.
Yeah.
That was a Memphis staple.
Hey, talk about places that were epic and worldwide renowned.
Oh, I know why you're into it. No.
Platinum Plus? Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm not going to say how I know this information or how I came about it. Somebody, an employee, let's just call her an employee, worked there, had one of the coolest gilded painted Miatas I'd ever seen in my life.
Shut up.
Is that your connection?
A
That
gilded,
is not-
a gilded.
Actually, that's
Yeah.
not my connection, but
You're sad it was.
but his assistant owned a Mercury.
He did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that guy.
Yeah.
You all know each other.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Everyone
like-
knows. Hey, there's
all
the
the
other
Merc guys.
fourth
Yeah,
guy
the
in
other
Memphis
guy
that has
with
a
the
Mercury.
Merc.
That's right. Rob
Yeah.
Wilkins has a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mercury, right?
I know. Yeah.
How many Mercuries are running around the city of Memphis?
3.
There's not a lot.
4.
Yeah.
Actually, that I can count like right now off my head. 4.
Yeah.
There's
Rob's.
Shawn's, Rob's, Grasshoppers, and the other one I'm not sure. There's a purple one that would come through the cruise.
I've seen it.
I don't
That's-
know
I
who
remember
owns
seeing
it
that.
or if he's
Okay,
still around.
so
Why didn't you? What was?
I know the owner of that.
Really?
You're okay. Justin Cecil, his cousin Scott,
That's who it is. Scott
Scott-
Cecil has a purple Mercury.
and
that
it was
is
his it was his
super
dad's
cool.
car. It was his
Yeah.
dad's car. Yeah,
That's right. Okay, and his
Super
dad just
cool.
passed away, didn't he?
that's right. And he built
Well,
that
a little
car for
while
his
ago,
dad. Yeah.
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 That's
Okay.
a nice story.
Yeah, because he come cruising.
He
through
brought
the,
it to the
cruisers.
Winfield class at the shop.
He sure did.
I think Gene signed that car. It's a
Really?
cool car.
That's cool.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
a cool car.
It is. I like the color.
Yeah. I think
sure.
he needed a repaint at some point or something.
Well, I
If
think he
remember
was talking
correctly.
about that
Yeah.
when he was there. But,
Yeah.
you know,
But-
it's
but-
super cool.
Man, his dad drove the snot out of that car.
He did.
Yeah.
I mean, he
was
was
everywhere.
You're telling me you're not going to drive the snot out of
Oh
yours?
no, I'm in. Once I have a windshield, I am on the road. Man.
Once it's not dangerous to be on the road and I won't get pulled over.
You got all these pointy, sharp things that are on the inside of the
Right.
car.
Yeah,
But yeah, this is going to be a good summer for sure.
absolutely.
Dude, it's got to look like a tornado in there when you go down the road with all the
It's like
debris.
riding.
Oh my God.
It's like
all
a
the
sand
debris that's
blaster.
on
Just
the
kind
inside.
of flies around. And, you know.
Look like the Red Baron with goggles on. Snoopy, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it looks like Snoopy.
Yes.
Woodstock's hanging next to you. You shouldn't be doing this.
But
He
yeah,
didn't talk. I'm sorry.
You know, we'll get it to a point, and I'll dynamite the floor and throw some cheap carpet over it and some seats. So yeah, it'll be good this summer.
Dynamite's amazing.
Yeah. So let's talk about Dynamite.
Cheap
that's
alternatives
not-
to Dynamite. Let's talk about cheap alternatives.
And
I'm
let's
with,
do that.
I'm with Javier.
That crap that you buy at Home Depot.
Yes.
I've used. Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
No.
that's good
Oh
stuff.
yeah, the
Yeah.
the
Spray,
shingle stuff.
Yes.
No,
Rubberized
yeah,
undercoating.
yeah.
My truck's done in
Raptor
it.
coat goes a long way now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My truck is done in it. Part of the Mercury's done in it, and I would go toe to toe with that mess over Dynamite.
Yeah.
I'll fight anybody
If
that has
I-
anything to say.
I remember seeing like some fights on the internet back and forth about
about
that.
Dynamite.
Well, about the
The
Home
cheap way.
Depot stuff
Yeah.
compared
Yeah.
to like Dynamite or Boom Mat or
I understand. That's why
made for the car thing, because there was something about the shingle stuff having like petroleum in
That's
it
not
or
true.
something like that.
But all my cars smell funny anyway, so it's
yeah,
It's normally his
Well, it
company.
is like being in a doghouse.
it is. Yeah, it is.
find out if
Yeah,
it
but
catches
here's
on
the thing.
fire and it goes
Who
up
tested
like
that?
2 seconds.
Did they go? What
I'm
did they
sure
take
the
it to
I'm-
the lab?
I'm 100%
and sound
sure.
test it?
I don't know.
And the
I don't think it
Dynamite
was a
people,
scientific
the heavy
survey.
hitters on the block, the Dynamite people were like, put it out there that it's made of
Dead babies.
whale blubber.
I don't think I don't
And
think
our
Dynamite.
product keeps your car
I
a
don't-
half a degree cooler.
It's
I don't
ethically
think
sourced from
Dynamite
other
has
rubber
a-
trees.
I don't think Dynamite has
We asked
anything
the
to
tree.
worry about being
no,
taken
no,
over by any other.
When I said alternatives, I said outside of adhesive rubber mat.
Yeah.
And they make a really good series. There, different companies have
paint
rubberized
on.
the
Sure.
roll or paint. I
that-
prefer Raptor coat. Not
Yeah.
bugging anybody. It's
so like
Rhino.
Line X
It's like
and Rhino Liner. and all
Line X
that.
is super expensive. If
Yeah.
you've probably dealt with it. I mean, you're in cars or people talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I know what it is, but I've never.
well, they make
used
something
it.
that's specifically designed for that
For
called
sound-
like
yeah.
lizard skin.
Yeah,
that's right.
lizard
It's like
sound.
sound
Sound.
head,
Yeah.
and it's made for that. And you can do it at home in the garage. Just tape everything
Yeah.
off, and I think the coverage is better on it.
The only thing I wonder about with that stuff is when it comes time to take it off.
What?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like lizard skin and
I mean, that's
rhino
just
liner
like
and
when
all
you
that.
take
Is it
if you take a 50s car that is factory, man, that floor is covered in tar. It's a nightmare to
that's
take
right.
any of
well,
that stuff
right,
off.
but I mean, just I don't know, man.
Have you ever taken off
I remember
dyno
you told
mat?
me that story.
Yeah,
it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
So
I
it's a
know I've
nightmare.
actually had to try and move Dynamat. Like if you
it's
got
a
it,
nightmare.
oh my
Any
gosh,
of that
yeah.
stuff. You
So
might as well get
there's a
Redis
video
torch.
to get that original tar off your 50s car. And what you do is you basically take dry ice
Yeah,
and put
the
over
dry
the top
ice.
of it.
Really?
And it breaks
Yes.
that
Oh, it
adhesive
makes
and
it
that
hard.
bond, and
Yeah.
it pops
Dude.
right off.
Yeah.
Have you done
Yeah.
it?
No, there's video of it.
Do
I
you
saw
have
the
any of
video.
that stuff in your Mercury?
Yes, it is
You wanna
covered.
do
No, probably not.
Okay.
I'm
I
not
just-
gonna.
But it's
you know-
it's super expensive. I think.
Yeah.
The dry ice?
Well, it's a gun more or less. I
No,
think. that
no,
shoots
you
it.
can go to
Kroger
You're
and
not
get
talking about the
dry
one that
ice.
just blows it off.
No.
You just
Okay.
take the dry ice and set it on the adhesive and let it
okay.
convert
Pour
it.
I
like-
got you.
yeah.
Okay.
Pour
No,
it.
there's actually. I know Boris.
Oh, you're talking an abrasive dry ice blaster.
It's a blaster.
That's
Yeah,
right,
and it's like a.
All of that just sounded like a super villain. I know Boris had a dry ice blaster.
What is that guy sound like?
That's funny. Oh no, no, that's good. No,
You can never compete with my dry ice blaster.
well, he's a
Fouled again.
street machinery.
I would have
on,
gotten away with it.
yeah,
Blasting
Is that
all the paint.
Street machinery on Facebook, but he had posted a video of him blasting stuff off. The undercoat off the bottom of the car, and it was pretty.
Well, these
Pretty
guys
Was he dressed in a Dr. Freeze outfit? Because he should have been.
No.
lab jacket and a giant brain.
Yes. That's funny. Hey, are you on this page?
No.
Man,
Boris's
dude,
page?
Street machinery.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
on
no,
not
Facebook,
familiar.
dude.
No, no.
Oh my gosh, if you like Impalas and wagons and all that, he comes through. I mean, he
Okay,
gets-
I'm in.
Oh, are you, dude? I can't believe you're not on that page. Yeah, you need to be.
I will.
Well,
like,
no, all right. So we're clear, so that everyone understands. Call out the page so that
It's
Yeah.
Street Machinery. I think it's just called Street Machinery on Facebook. It's Boris Moryanovsky, I believe is his last name. And
That's a good name.
That is.
I know,
That
I
is a
know.
villain
And
name.
It's awesome. But he's up in Ohio, I think, and but
Very
just
Ohio name.
constantly, like he is the guy for Impalas and
Yeah.
Bel Airs and
Okay.
60s.
Yeah.
Just always has stuff for sale.
Name is
he's
Boris.
always-
I'm from
he's
Crenshaw.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
They turn a lot of cars up there.
Yeah. Is
He- he
Boris
did,
into the lowrider scene?
Yeah, man. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
into
they bag
Impalas
them.
and everything.
They'll bag them, drop them, and all that, and
Wow.
they just leave them patinaed
Yeah.
or whatever and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Put a
you
nice
know, I
shiny,
like that.
shiny clear coat on that, just
Yep.
like your favorite kind of.
Yeah, right. No, they don't shiny clear them. So,
Yeah.
They satin clear.
Yeah.
Like a gentleman.
right, like they should.
Right.
Right. Yes.
Right.
Right. Like that.
So the Hot Rod Power Tour, we talked about
Yeah,
that
yeah. I
this
was going
week,
to say we
so,
need to talk about
yeah.
that. So Power Tour and Drag Week are coming through Memphis.
Wow.
Nice.
So
Wow.
awesome for Memphis International Raceway. That is, man, that can
Yeah, it's a big deal.
hopefully save that place. I mean, it's just like it's amazing that those two things alone will keep that place alive for sure.
I briefly
like
met
it's-
the new folks that are over that.
Yeah.
In a chance
Jeff-
meeting.
Jeff.
I can't, I'm not good with names,
Yeah.
but they seem like nice enough people. They were hanging out with Kenny Bomar over there from Secondhand Power.
You know, I don't think it would take that much to help that place because it's all it would take is just talking and
You talking about
and
second
meeting
secondhand?
No, Memphis International Raceway. Like
Yeah.
Right.
the problem is IRG when they owned it, just they didn't do anything at all.
Yeah.
You know,
So
and
when Dover, so I was actually
Yeah,
on
Dover-
when
Dover
Dover
owned
had
it.
it, I was actually on the crash crew out there.
Yeah.
Because of my EMT paramedics.
Yeah, yeah.
I only worked one race. That's when the truck series was there. But I had to take a special class and everything.
So let's briefly talk about this.
What are we talking about?
The race. I mean the
Power Tour.
accident that happened.
Oh, the Elvis thing. So
No, not the Elvis thing. The one that happened with the street race people that I've been seeing all over the internet.
Oh,
I
the
didn't see it.
JJ, the boss, and his
Yeah.
wife. thing.
JJ?
Yeah.
That he was racing his wife, and they both wrecked.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that my
They
understanding?
crashed
I
into each
heard
other?
something about it.
Yeah.
But I, didn't
I don't
watch it.
know. I saw a little piece of it. I'm not 100%
that's,
on it.
That's terrible. Yeah.
Are they hurt? I didn't.
Are they hurt?
I heard that, and I'm not 100% on any of this, just hearsay because I don't keep up with a lot of that stuff. But I heard she broke both of her pelvises.
Ooh.
Yeah, so hopefully,
Wow.
Well, there's one-
hopefully
one-
they're-
I wasn't going to
pelvis.
say it, man.
yeah, you can say it.
There's
Somebody told
one
me
pelvis.
both. I don't
you
know.
have one pelvis. You have two sides of the
Let's-
same pelvis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
can-
she
You know
broke
what? I
both
don't want to
sides.
judge. Some people may be born on this planet with two pelvises.
You could break-
You would obviously know.
Speaking of that,
for
I
that
think
three
Elvis
people-
Presley was.
They would have four
Yeah,
legs.
who- Elvis the pelvis. That's
Yeah,
what.
that's right. I think he had two of them.
If they had two pelvises, would you have four legs?
I don't know.
Well, if we're multiplying other things, do you want to get into that conversation?
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, going back to
Yeah.
Power Tours coming through town.
I was
and,
talking
Drag
about the
Week.
power tour.
Yeah.
This is a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it should be pretty cool though.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah, and
I think from here to Atlanta, is that where it goes? Or
I
I think
No,
it's
it's
going through Nashville.
yep, it's going here, Nashville, Birmingham.
Yeah,
maybe.
Birmingham. Yeah.
Yep, and then Pensacola, and then Atlanta.
There was a conversation
Yeah.
on the group text
Really?
about
Yeah.
possibly following that if we could. Is that
maybe.
is that the sentiment?
We debated
My-
on it.
We ought to at least
my
go
biggest,
to one.
I'll tell you what, my biggest thing is that both of my cars are manual, and the Fairlane obviously would be the one that I would drive on it, but it's getting into the venues can, you could be in line for an hour and a half getting into the venues. When it came through Memphis last time, I went out there and it was like I got there early because I was in media at the time. But
Flashing
the
credentials.
line- yeah, right. Flash my credentials, go in. But like they were out on Fight Road all the way down to Raleigh Millington. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
it
gonna
was-
be a lot of people.
And that's the thing is like you'll be in that stop and go traffic so much that
Yeah.
I
I
don't
have
think
I
I'd
have
be
a
able
solution.
to walk when I
got
get
a
out.
solution for you, bro.
Let somebody else drive it?
No, I'd sit in line and do that if you. I'm going to tell everyone it's my car, but whatever. But
Go ahead.
have somebody with you or a couple people and just push you.
Yeah. Oh, hey,
I mean, it only moves like 10 feet at a time.
Or you could stop skipping leg day at the gym.
There
Yeah.
it is. Thank you for the.
it's the
layup.
problem is that my knees are 150 years old like myself. So,
Yeah.
It finally
yeah.
comes out.
Yeah.
So you can't keep a spare set of those in your purse.
No. Yeah. I just get knee replacement and I'm good to go. But no, actually, speaking of it, it's funny you're talking about pushing it. I bet I pushed my car around DeCoin, Illinois, probably 15 miles.
What?
Over time. Yeah, because back in the day.
The 55. You're talking about the 55.
Yeah, the
Okay.
55. Back in the day, Street Machine Nationals, it was so packed. It was bumper to bumper for miles. And, the 55 is blown. So, I couldn't sit. I couldn't sit in traffic for that long. So, I just turn it off and we push it 5 feet forward, push it 5 feet forward.
You'd
Push
run,
it
out,
back,
you'd run out of gas
Yeah.
anyway.
Oh, yeah, that
I
too,
mean,
yeah.
What then? It's got like what, a 10-gallon, 15-gallon?
No, it's at 16. I think
What kind of
16
gas
now.
mileage does that car get with a
Right
blower and
now.
all of
It's
that?
it's actually really good because I got the
Define
6-speed in it.
good.
Yeah.
What is good?
I've never really
8, 9?
absolutely no more than that.
Really?
Yeah, 12, 15. Now they got the EFI
That's,
on
that's
it.
not bad.
Oh yeah. When
No,
did you switch
for-
to EFI? I didn't even know.
A few years ago.
This is a conversation we've had. Oh man, and I know Mike's going to
Oh,
bring
you
it
did
up.
the
I'm
EFI,
not going
but
to.
no.
I'm not
No,
going to.
no, okay,
so mine has fast EFI on it, and it was the first blower kit that they did. So when I worked for Acceleration Media, they approached me, and it was kind of funny. David Page that ran fast. He approached me about doing it, and I was like, man, I don't know, like
Right.
my carburetors matched the color of the car. They had chrome bowls on it, all that. So I was like, man, I don't really want that. The
Well, they
wires.
didn't ask for that as a core charge. You can
Yeah,
always
right.
put this stuff back on and
Yeah.
be like, "You want to do some free stuff to my car? Let's do that."
See, that was my thing. So he was like, look, if you don't like it, then you
We'll put
take
it
it
right
off
back.
later or something or whatever. And I'm like, hell, I don't know. So he
They-
fought
they-
me for about 3 months, and then I finally said, okay, let's
Is
do
it
it.
promotional or like R&D? They needed to figure something out.
Well,
on your
just
blower.
R&D and because I could write the article on it and all that stuff. So
It was a symbiotic
So it was great
relationship,
though.
so it was good.
I mean, it was awesome. It was a great article because we did, we did the dyno back in the back
Mm-hmm.
at comp, and it was that was the first time I'd ever had the car on a dyno. I mean, the motor's 25 years old.
Right.
Wow.
And here we are putting this thing on a chassis dyno and running all the way
They don't
up
know it's
through.
25 years old. They're like, let's see how loud this thing can
But
go.
hey, throttle response is amazing, and it gained 66 horsepower. The biggest thing is that it runs way cooler.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that thing used to, if I sat in traffic for 10 minutes,
Right.
I was going to have to pull over and just let the fans
And you
run.
said that. Do you wonder if you were just running really lean on those
I was running
carburetors?
really fat.
On the carburetor.
Really?
Yeah, because with carburetors, you want to run it fat in case you go wide
Oh,
open
yeah,
throttle,
you
but
want
it
enough
doesn't lean
there.
out on the top end with the lower,
Right.
But so it was like 9-1 at idle, so
Yeah.
it was pretty fat.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, when we stepped on the gas pedal when we did the carburetor run, it went lean
At the top
beginning.
end?
Yeah, no,
At the beginning.
in the beginning and ended fat.
It
Like,
was.
it had to catch up to itself. Yeah.
Wow.
And
I can see that.
Yeah, so it was way better when we went EFI.
What fuel pump did you? Are you
Air
running?
motive.
Did you do a return line and do the in tank pump?
Yeah, in tank. I've got a Rick's tank on it, stainless tank.
Oh, Rick's good, man.
Yeah, man, that thing's nice. And
Yeah.
Was it in tank or in line? You said.
in tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did in tank because I used to have
Keeps it
inline
cool. Yeah.
and get
If-
hot.
yeah, it keeps it cool. Yeah.
So that
Is it a stainless tank on that
Yeah,
thing?
stainless
Oh,
tank.
yeah, man. That's a nice tank right there. Yeah,
it's
Rick's
pretty.
tanks, they're out of,
Yeah.
where are they out
Texas.
of? Yeah, is it San Antonio? I feel like San Antonio.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that-
I think so.
yeah, you can look them up. Fantastic guys. Yeah, the Nash has a Rick's tank on it. It's actually buddies of Ernie.
Oh,
Ernie.
yeah.
So
That
yeah,
works out.
yeah, fantastic
Really
guys.
nice.
Oh no, I remember
baffled on the
when
inside and
when that tank showed up for that Nash build at Mike's shop. I was walking through and I was like, oh, that's a piece of art. That's not just a gas. That's
Yeah.
not just a fuel tank.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I know. I had to stop and like really sniff around that thing. It was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shots from down low of my car. You can see it. It's really nice. It's pretty
Yeah.
But Aeromotive. I was running an Aeromotive pump, the Phantom pump, I think.
He's asking this because he has a failed
So
fuel
okay,
injection.
all right.
Let's get to
Okay.
it, Shawn.
All right, I'll tell you the story. So my Ford truck, I bought a fast unit. It's just the throttle body set up, and then I had a Tanks Incorporated, a Tanks Inc. tank, and then they made a kit to retrofit with the in-tank pump. And I mean, I took all of that stuff apart and, I put the pump in, welded the flange in, which was a nightmare. If you've ever had a tank that's already had gas in it, welding on something like that is a freak show.
Yeah.
So I got it all in, and all of that worked, and I had it in, and I could just never get it to run right.
Yeah.
I even sent the unit back too fast, and they ran it on their test engine, and it ran fine. But my problem is if you would dial it in and do all the settings and get it running right, you would go drive it, and it ran great. And then when you turn the truck off, and it would lose its
Memory.
settings, and I would have to start over.
Yeah.
And all of the settings on the screen were exactly the same. It just ran like hell, So,
What series was that? What were you using?
I don't know. It was-
Probably Easy EFI.
Easy
Yeah.
EFI 2.0 maybe.
Yeah.
And to your point, I really loved the way the throttle response. It was freaking awesome,
Yeah,
but
it's crazy.
I couldn't depend on the mic, to drive that thing, every day. So I've still got it. And as a matter of fact, the wiring harness is still in the truck. So
The one thing I would say is the biggest thing is they always say run it straight to the battery.
and I know, but here
And it means a bit. It's huge. It's huge on the. And Holly will say it. Fast will say it. Tech will say it.
Everybody says that. Like if you put some aftermarket part on your car, vintage air, got to run it straight to the battery.
I know,
fast,
everybody
gotta
says
run it
15
straight.
terminals
And
off
then
the
you've got-
A-post.
then-
You're
then,
right.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
defeating.
Yeah, you've got 500 things going in the
going
battery.
straight to the damn battery.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
I get it. I absolutely get it.
Yeah. So, but it's one of those things. There's that, and then there's also just everything's got to be sealed. That's another big deal because, like, exhaust wise,
Yeah.
everything's
I
gotta
went
be
through
sealed.
all of that. Did the weld in bung, and I didn't play around with any of it. So
Yeah, I'm doing the Holly Terminator on that
Yeah,
sedan. I got
good
the whole
stuff.
kit waiting on the 4.6.
Nice,
Independent.
Heck
Running
yeah.
a good old fashioned carburetor like God intended.
Well, hold on now, because back to Bob Johnson's place, that guy's got and everything's for sale, and we can go up there. He's invited
Let's
all
go.
of us to go.
I'm ready.
So
We can go right now.
He's got some Hemis, and he's got a bunch of other stuff. He's got a sedan with that Caddy 500. It's for sale.
Okay.
Should you take EBT?
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, everybody be T.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it fast enough.
All
But
right, boys.
yo, you wrapping it up?
Yeah, we're
You
gonna
cut me
wrap
off.
it
We
up
couldn't
here
add an extra
pretty
5
soon.
minutes
Well,
to talk about
I
a
don't
Y
know.
block, a fuel injection
Okay,
Y
go
block.
ahead.
You want to do that?
Sure. I don't know. Well,
Bob told me the story. He had a friend, and I'm just repeating his story. He had a friend that was just hounding about a Paxton supercharger on a Y block. This is the highest, the pinnacle of performance on a Y block. And he begged to differ. He said, "That's cool, friend." And his friend's passed on now. But the reason he got out and he had all those parts was because he and his friend had this gentleman's agreement or bet that he was going to let his friend run supercharged whatever with the Paxton and all the trimmings. And Bob had the resources and wallet to do a different thing, which was fuel injected. The race never happened, and but he's got leftover parts, and he was holding out on me. I go in there and he's having a tornado sale. That's what he called it. And I went in there and he said, "Well, here's that distributor," and Gene goes, "Well, what's that go to, Bob?" And he's got 2 of them, and I got pictures I'll give you so you can put on the website. So you think it's a sheet metal intake made out of a shop in Arizona. It was TIG welded. It is the most beautiful thing
That's what I'm
in
talking
that
about.
whole.
Yeah.
And I want it. And I said, "How much is it?" I'm not going to tell you the price because you'll try and buy it. So he said this, and I said, "What if I just wanted one?" He goes, "No, you buy one, you get one free." So
buy one, get one free.
it was a higher price, obviously.
Yeah.
He's not going to split the pair.
Of course.
But I was like, now I have to save for that? And you
Right.
have to hold on to that? And I don't even have the fuel injection to work that out. Like, it's that price, and then I have to figure out what to do
Right.
about getting.
Well, that's how
and
that goes
I said, "How are
anyways.
you going to do that?" And he's like, "English, obviously."
Yeah,
I was going to pay them the highest premium for
Right.
fuel injection technology that we have on the planet right now. So
Yeah.
anyway, I just said that. So
Yeah.
go ahead, wrap it up.
cool.
Do the thing. Shut us up.
That's
it up,
funny.
B.
Yeah, no more talkie. Now, anyway, but it's been a good episode. Hopefully, we will. Actually, I guess we have our own stuff next time. Hopefully,
Maybe.
well, we may be on the road.
When he
and
says stuff,
I'm-
he means stuff to do the broadcast.
yeah, stuff to do the broadcast.
podcast.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
And video.
yeah, and
Video might be a
and
thing.
we're gonna start working on getting some guests
Yeah.
and stuff. We figured the first few we'll do ourselves so we can figure out what we
we're
need
doing.
to do,
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. So now that we're seasoned pros,
After the 3rd episode.
yeah,
I'm working on my mental breakdown for the week, and then I
Yeah.
can come back. I'll be in rehab for
we're
the
gonna
next one.
we're gonna start adding some folks and some guests, and start with some people around town and working on a very,
Working
very,
concentric
very
circles
famous,
out. From
yeah,
there.
a very
Yeah.
famous Mid-South racer, hopefully, and stuff like that. But no, other than that, me, myself, I got a media trade conference coming up, which is a lot of fun. We get to meet with manufacturers every 30 minutes, which is going to be really
It's
cool.
like
that
speed
online?
dating for
Yeah, it's like
manufacturing.
speed. Yeah, it's
Wow.
awesome.
You're
It's
not a good fit.
It's totally
thank
like
you.
when it won't be in person this year, but when it was in person, it was every 30 minutes. It was at Embassy Suites, and you'd move from.
Is there a
suite to
bell
suite
that
to
goes
suite.
off
Yes,
like at
yes.
speed? No
they
way.
They ring.
That's
a
the
bells.
model. They use the speed
Yeah,
dating model.
they ring a bell. Totally, and
That's how they do
it's
Chick-fil-A.
awesome.
That's how Chick-fil-A does
Yeah,
their
it's
stuff.
great because you get to learn about all their new products and
Fast
all that
though.
stuff.
Just like
Yeah,
you don't
30
have time to
minutes.
write this
Yeah,
stuff down.
30 minutes. You
Wow.
just go in and figure it out, and they kind of look at you as media of what can you do for me, and you look
And
at
you
them.
say, "Can
Yeah.
I get some fuel injection?" Or
Yeah.
what do you got on the shelf?
all
for me?
that kind of stuff. So yeah,
Dig that.
but other than that, I guess I don't know. You guys got anything else?
Man, I'm just looking for time to work on my stuff.
That's right. We're gonna get the Mercury.
Yeah.
We're gonna go one more round on that probably
today?
pretty soon.
Maybe.
Maybe
Next week?
maybe 2.
Two?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
probably
about it.
2.
We got an easy one more round on just the bodywork stuff. We still got to do the structure, and we still got to do the inner trim, and then it's going to be a whole its own thing just doing the vent windows. And it may be 2. Vent windows are tedious.
Yeah, it's
They got to open and shut properly.
Yeah. For sure.
I know a glass person, so let me know.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm going to need that.
Yeah.
I think what we'll do is probably make plexiglass versions of what goes in it
Just
and
pattern
just
it.
pattern it and
I
take
can
it.
probably
to,
get you that too.
Okay.
That's what I'm
All
talking
set, man.
What about for me? What do you
Yeah.
do? One of those to me. I got some free stuff for you. No, you called me 150 years old and said
I can't get it to you for free.
said you
but
were left
yeah.
out, Shawn. So no, you don't get anything.
No.
Now you're left out, Javier.
Yeah,
right.
how's it feel?
Well,
I go to Lowe's.
Well, I get left out when he goes up to
That's what I'm
Bob
talking about.
Johnson's and
Yeah.
all
I just
that.
made
Nobody
the-
else gets a call.
Shawn, did you get a call?
I did not.
Did I personally invite you? Not on the phone.
Well, I
And what
kinda
did you say?
guilted,
Oh, on Thursday.
I kind of guilted. You
Look, it
kind
doesn't matter. It wasn't.
An
It wasn't
invite
me.
out of you.
That's all I know. So
Yeah.
You guys want to go?
yes,
Want to go?
yes.
Let's
Let's go.
We'll
Hour and
figure
a
it
half
out.
We'll
drive.
go right now. I don't care.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well,
I
cool.
got a date.
Everybody, check out Hot Rod. Well, you must with that 3-piece suit. I see. Yeah.
I'm not gonna give any names.
Wink, wink.
Wink. No, check out the Hot Rod Blues Facebook page and YouTube. And we will be going video soon.
Soon.
Yeah.
as well.
Hopefully
So-
next time.
Yep. Hopefully we will be doing video and audio next time. So
Yeah, absolutely.
so then you'll get to see a 3-piece suit. in
Multiple angles.
That's right.
Multiple camels. Yeah.
Camels?
Camels?
Camels.
No, whoa. Cameras.
person. Time for Javi to get another drink.
I got to dry out, man.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you next time.
See you guys.
Yeah, y'all be good.
Later.